So guys, what I got here is my Zero Breeze portable air conditioning unit. This is a portable air conditioning unit, believe it or not. It's really cool. I actually got this last summer for high maintenance because high maintenance does not have an APU. And if you guys remember, we were running that solar lane, the one that took us from Sacramento to Denver to Seattle back to Sacramento. And that first night of sleep, it was miserable because we were actually sleeping during the day and we'd always end up around Salt Lake City, and it gets hot there in the summer. And when you're sleeping during the day and the temperatures are like 80, 90, 100 degrees, it's hot. I did not have an APU. I do not idle my truck. I do not idle my truck because it's not good for the emission system. It's not good for your wallet because of the fuel it uses. And I just can't sleep, especially when it's like 100 degrees out and the fan kicks on the truck and tries to cool the truck down. It's loud. So I am someone who never idled my truck. It was hot. It was miserable. I had fans, and I came across these on YouTube, and I thought, you know what? I want to get one. I think it will work out really good because getting an APU put on this truck at that time, it wasn't going to happen. Martin had a lot of projects and there's no way. So I ordered this, I got it, and literally the same week that it showed up was the week that we lost that lane. That lane got cut and I never got a chance to use it. So it's just been kind of hanging out with me on the top bunk. I took it to Wisconsin when I came out in October. And again, I didn't get a chance to use it because the temperatures, I don't think we had a day that got past 60 degrees, guys. So it's just been hanging out. But now is the perfect opportunity to use this because Tiny Dancer, who Martin is taking out this week, does not have an APU. And where he is going, he's going to want to have air conditioning. So I think this is going to be a really good solution for him to stay comfortable in that truck without an APU. And he's going to test it out and let us all know if my hunch is right. So how this guy works is you have this base down here, and this base is actually a battery pack. So the best thing that I think is you plug this in while you're driving your shift. This just plugs into your power inverter. So you do need to have an inverter. If you don't have an inverter, I do believe that they have like a car adapter for like the cigarette lighter plugs, but I think the inverter is actually the best way to go for charging this. So while you're driving your shift, you're going to be charging this. That way, when you stop for the night to take your 10 off, it just runs off of the battery pack. And then you're not doing any draw on your truck's electrical system while you're sleeping. And you're not idling, obviously. So that's really cool. It has this drain hose right here. Easy enough solution for this. I have a cup in the cup holder, and I just have it drain into the cup and just dump the cup out when I get up. So it also has these tubes. One tube is for fresh air, one is for exhausting the hot air. Believe me, this thing does exhaust out quite a bit of hot air. What I've done with it is I took part of the packaging that this came with. It was really nice foam, and you can see that I kind of taped it up, and I made a template that fits in my window here on the passenger side. You could probably get away with just using the air that's in your sleeper, but like I said, it does let out warm air, so it's kind of against the point, right? You don't want to be trying to cool yourself while it's exhausting hot air, so it's better to have it vent outside if you can do that. It's really a pretty simple, basic system that I think is going to work really well. What I suggested to Martin as the best option to do to just keep a nice, efficient cooling space, because Tiny Dancer has a super tall sleeper. What I've suggested that Martin does is put down the top bunk, use the curtain situation that we used when we were running team together, and that way he can direct the cooling just into the space where he's sleeping and be really efficient with the cooling and get the maximum relief out of it. Because I think if he's trying to cool the entire truck, I think it will do it, but it's definitely not going to be as efficient, and it's going to take a lot longer for him to be comfortable. So if he just has it go into his little space, I think he's going to get instant gratification, and it's going to work out really, really well for him. So yeah, that's the unit, and I'm going to take it into the house, get a charge on it. We're going to go out to Tiny Dancer this afternoon, and I'm going to show Martin how it all works. So we just plugged it in. I'm here in the garage. I mean, there's a good amount of space between me and the unit, and I feel a really nice cool breeze. So Martin, I think, is feeling like this is a good idea.
Yeah, hopefully it'll work. Probably not gonna be safe here in Phoenix. If you ever go to Phoenix and it's 100 degrees, but it's blowing 53 degrees out, so it says in there. So
Yeah, no, I think it feels good.
53 is about what you might get out of your AC system. I mean, a good AC system will be in the 40s, but maybe even high 30s. But this is, for what this is, it's probably all right.
We're probably what, in the 70s today, upper 70s.
It's about 80 degrees out right now.
You think?
Gotta hold that power button down there till that flashes, and then you can turn that guy on. And this allows it to go faster. So, pretty neat little deal. I mean, it sits on a seat, and this battery, you plug it in and it charges. So we'll see how it does. Tell you what, that guy's working pretty good. I'm fairly comfortable in here. It's about 80 degrees outside still, and it's fairly humid, and I'm very comfortable in here. So I can see the battery's still pretty well charged up, because you can see them dots down there. And yeah, sweet. Well, this thing worked pretty good all night. I forgot what time it must have turned off when the battery ran out, because I was dead ass tired. Oh, but it stayed pretty comfortable here all night. You have to have like a little cup though for a condensation line, and this I had to put it back inside because it started storming last night, and it was just raining. It's coming in from this side, and I heard the water. It woke me up, and I got up. I was like, oh damn, I gotta pull those off and close the window up, take my little makeshift doohickey out, because it was just pouring everywhere. But yeah, this thing definitely does keep you pretty comfortable. Now, it was only about 80 degrees out, but it was very humid out, and like I said, it worked. So I'm pretty impressed. I just gotta plug it back in and charge it for tonight. Yeah, that's zero breeze, man. I kept it pretty comfortable in here all night. It's pretty good, pretty impressive thing for what they cost. Yeah, definitely worth the money. It's just, I have to test it out. I mean, it's a little hotter. Hopefully maybe in the next couple days or so. Alright, so now that we got this bad boy all set up in here and got the actual tubes ran outside, it's working pretty nice. It's actually starting to get really cold in here. It's warm out, so when I didn't have these hooked up and outside, it was getting really warm in here because the air blowing out of it was really hot, and it was only blowing like 70 degrees. Now it's blowing like almost 59. I'm actually going to drop it down a little bit. It'll last a little bit longer, but yeah, it's actually pretty cold in here. Pretty good. That definitely running the tubes outside when it's warm in here and warm outside. It's a huge game changer for this thing. So it's definitely a nice portable unit. I mean, I've been staying comfortable in this truck, and like it's 80 degrees or something like that outside still, and it's night, so it's definitely nice. It's definitely nice. It keeps you somewhat cool, and the battery's still pretty much fully charged, which is awesome. Point this here a little bit towards me, and sweet. Okay, so here's an update for you guys on this bad boy. It works really good. It kept me really comfortable here. 80 degrees overnight with relatively high humidity. I had to actually turn the settings down on it. The fan speed here and all that stuff, I had to actually turn it down. Now, I wish the battery lasted longer. I think even running on a lower setting, I think 4.5, 5 hours is about all it'll do. But I feel that you can just plug this in and run it off your truck's batteries if you have an inverter, and it won't have a problem running it all night long, because I don't think it takes that much juice. Now, I'm going to try that out next time. I feel like it's a great investment and a great alternative to an APU, especially if you need something quick and now, like I did, and I didn't have one on this truck. And I didn't have these curtains closed at all. I had the sleeper wide open. Now it probably helps that I have the bunk down, so it kind of traps the cold air there. But it kept this whole truck really comfortable. I really do enjoy this thing. I think it's a great alternative to an APU. I think it's a great alternative to an eAPU or anything else. And it's fairly simple to use. It's right out of the box. You can start using it in your truck. You can make yourself a little template like we did out of the packing material and run the tubes out the window and you'll be golden. So all in all, I approve of it. I really like it. I think it's a great idea and I'm going to keep using it.
You didn't see this one coming, did ya? Come on, be honest. Yeah, my truck, it has an APU, but it doesn't have an APU. It's like on, but nothing's hooked up. I'm a poser, yeah. So I am actually kind of happy about that because I get the opportunity to try out the Zero Breeze for myself. I've only waited like a year to be able to do this, guys, so this is kind of a big deal. We got it set up. We're here in Wyoming. Basically, we're by Cheyenne. Today was crazy hot. It was like in the 90s all day, but now we're here in Cheyenne. It's 68 degrees, but it's really muggy. Like, I stepped out of the truck for about 15 minutes. I came back in. It was feeling pretty muggy. So I decided we're gonna hook up the Zero Breeze. I don't need it for cooling, but I want it so that my air is not muggy, you know, like, you know how air conditioning works, right? Yeah. So we do have it hooked up to the truck's power, which is powered by my inverter. My truck does have a low voltage disconnect on it. We'll see how long it lets me have it, the thing operating off of it. Right now I am enjoying being cool, comfortable. I have no muggy air. And I'll report back to you guys in the morning. All right, guys, morning update for y'all. I actually had to turn the unit off last night. It made it just way too cold in here. It did very good at getting rid of the muggy feeling, so I was really happy with that. This morning I did, ooh, these bumps. This morning, though, I did notice a potential problem. It's not really a problem. It's a problem only if you make the mistake that I made. I didn't get the condensation hose on all the way. So this morning, when I lifted it off my seat to go put it on the top bunk, yeah, water went everywhere because I didn't have that hose on all the way. And that was an unfortunate thing. But we'll give it another shot this evening. We're going to Salt Lake City right now, and it is supposed to be in the 90s. So it'll be a really good opportunity to test this out, see what it can actually do for us in some more extreme temperatures. Oh, hey guys. All right, we made it here to our destination. We are at the Costco in Salt Lake City. It is 93 degrees outside. Let me show you. See, I ain't not lying. I ain't lying. So this is the perfect opportunity, however, to really test out that Zero Breeze. See if it works. See if it works, Macy. What do you think? Is this gonna work? All right, we're set up. I'm gonna turn the truck off. I think I will maybe close the curtains. I don't know. I guess we'll give it a minute, see how it goes. But if it heats up too much, because this is a lot of space to cool down. But if it starts getting warm, we'll close the curtains and kind of just make this guy be cooling a smaller space. So, all right, let's go turn off the truck. All right, me and the doggo, we're chilling. Got the unit going there. Like I said, it's 91 degrees outside. See how this works. I did put up our window covers. The sun is actually, it's behind us. It's on the trailer right now, but I don't know. I figured it couldn't hurt, right? Alright guys, we've been here now for an hour and a half. It's 87 degrees outside. We're still comfortable in here. The dog is the true tale of how this works, because she is not panting. No, you're not panting, are you? No, you're comfortable. Yeah. So we're doing good. I'm impressed. I'm impressed because I honestly, and guys, look, everything's open. I thought for sure in these hotter temperatures I'd have to make a little closed off cubby, and it's working good. Like, I'm borderline too cold. Is it as good as when my truck idles? No, but it's very comfortable in here. Yeah.
That's seriously dangerous. Why are they using knives?
Alright guys, what are my thoughts on the Zero Breeze portable air conditioning unit after using it the last couple days, and especially after using it yesterday in those higher temperatures? Well, I love it. If you are somebody who does not have an APU, you don't have the means to put an APU on your truck, or maybe you just don't want to modify your truck to actually install the APU, this is a fantastic alternative. I really, really like it. I'm so glad that we actually have this for Martin to use, because right now Tiny does not have an APU. This truck I'm in right now, it's going to get its APU hooked up. But just the fact that we have this and Martin's gonna be able to use this until we're able to figure out a different situation for that truck, or who knows, maybe we won't. Maybe we'll just keep using the Zero Breeze. It works very well. The only downfall I experienced is my truck's fault. My truck has that low voltage disconnect. It's incredibly stingy on electricity, guys. It shuts things down pretty darn quick. I have a fan, you know, like a little USB plug-in fan. It doesn't use anything for power. It does not give me very long to use that fan. And I want to say last night it was giving me about 3 hours of use time having the Zero Breeze plugged into my truck before my truck said, I'm shutting it down. So don't let that detour you, because I fully believe that Tiny, for example, would let Martin use the unit for the whole night, just because the parameters on Tiny Dancer versus my truck, they're set different. And my truck is set, like I said, extremely, extremely stingy. Mental note, I need to remind Martin to get onto Insight and fix that, because it's super duper annoying. But that being said, this morning I put it on the battery because I got tired of my truck, you know, being like, oh no, you're good. Because I wasn't good. It was hot. When I woke up this morning, it was hot. So I put it on the battery. It kept me cool. I'm very happy with it. The dog, she wasn't panting. She's a little short-nosed breed dog. You know, those dogs, they have breathing problems. They need it to be cool. She's like, if it's over 80 degrees, she's dying. And this truck stayed comfortable. And guys, it's a good unit. It's a good unit. So, yeah, I give it 5 stars. Yeah, 5. So that's like a highest ranking. I mean, I guess you can go up to like 100 stars, but yeah. No, I really like the unit. I'm glad that we have it, and I encourage you guys to check it out for yourself. I did reach out to Zero Breeze. They gave me a link. There's a link down below, guys, where you can get a little discount, because I told them, hey, we're doing this video. We have a lot of interest in it based on comments from the little snippets we've shown, and they said, hey, let's give you a link. So we got a link down below. Check them out. Like I said, it's an excellent alternative if you don't want to idle your truck, or you don't want to modify your truck, or maybe you just can't afford an APU, or whatever the reason may be. It's a good alternative to help keep you comfortable. And we've tested it, we like it, and I feel safe saying, yeah, it's good. So thanks for watching our review on this, and yeah, let us know in the comments if you have one, or if you get one, and what you think, if you have similar results, because like I said, as far as I'm concerned, we like it. It works good. So see you next time, guys. Bye.